Hope everyone is having a great, what day is it? Tuesday. It's the new time, new day of the week for Ask Nick, and we are getting rolling here with our Instagram. Let's get this going. Hope everyone's having a good week. And let's see, add, live, go. Okay, it's not working. Sorry, hang on, just got to get this working here. And then we'll get rolling with the episode as usual. Go ahead and drop the questions in. Here it goes. All right, we're working there on Instagram. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, etc. And everything seems to be working fine. So it is the Tuesday, the 21st of September, and I'm excited. I know a couple people have asked questions so far about the Jazz Trombone Day and when they're going to get the finalists announced. And so we're working on that now, and it's going to be a little while, so a couple more weeks. We're going to have those finalists announced. What's up, Joseph? By the end of the month. That's the goal for the 2021 Jazz Trombone Day at UNT, sponsored by Conselmer, of course. And I'm really excited. I put it out last week that we are having Ido Meshulam, a fantastic trombonist based in LA. He's going to be at campus in Denton here, and we're going to be celebrating all things jazz trombone. He'll be one of the judges for the competition. He'll be performing with the YouTubes. We're going to do some of his music. Him and I are going to play something together. It's going to be a great day. That's Saturday, November 20th. And it'll be streamed too. So if you're not able to get to Texas or you can't get to campus, we'd love for you to watch online if you can. And so you can do that. And if you do want to, you can get registered. So there's links in my Instagram bio. There's links on the UNT webpage. Just search Jazz Trombone Day UNT and it'll pop right up. And you can go and get registered for the day. It's free to register, but we do ask people to register so that we know who's coming. So we can know, send you updates and the schedule and everything like that. And the schedule will be announced in the next couple of weeks as well. I'm just finalizing a couple of more details, confirming a couple of virtual guests in addition to Ido. So it's going to be a very, very great event. And I can't wait to do that. So as usual, please drop in any questions you have. What's up, BJ? I see he's here. Says hello. I see Josh Levinson is here. How are you, Josh? Gueris Giggs. Top 5 trombone players. Top 5. Well, JJ, Curtis, Slide, and then kind of my 2 teachers were Wycliffe Gordon and Steve Teray. I have to put Steve Davis in there. I have to put Michael Deese and Marshall Jokes and Ryan Keberly, James Burton. Yeah. There you go. Here's the opposite question coming in right as we ask this question. Who are some jazz/trombone greats that you don't enjoy listening to? Yeah, so some of my non-favorites, I guess, is the question. Non-favorite jazz trombonists. Carl Fontana is not my favorite. Frank Rosolino is not my favorite. Who else is not my favorite? Or who are people I don't like listening to? I don't know. What's up, Chris Glassman? How are you? I don't know. There's not too many trombone players that I don't enjoy listening to, or I can't find something to learn from, you know. There's certain people that don't play in a way that I want to play, I guess, you know. But I think there's something great about most everybody. They have a unique perspective on the music. Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's see. BJ has a question here. He says, do you have any tips for me, because I've been only playing for 4 years and I've been looking at your videos and you sound good. Well, thanks, BJ. My recommendation is you need to play for at least 16 more years before you might expect whatever level you think that I'm at. I've been playing since I was in 6th grade, and now I'm 33, so that's a lot longer than 4 years. But the best things to do, BJ, are to listen to a lot of trombone players, transcribe a lot of trombone players, work on your technique to allow your technique to not be hindered by your musicianship to not be hindered by your technique. Get a great teacher, whether it's online or in person. Get a great teacher, like like Garrett Schmidt, great trumpet player. That's very kind. Congrats, Garrett. I heard lots of good things about the newest addition to your family from Owen recently. I miss you too. Garrett Schmidt. If you don't know Garrett's the trumpet professor at SIUE. Let's see if I can get this right. Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. It's near St. Louis, I believe. That's correct. It's sort of near St. Louis. But Garrett's a great lead trumpet player. I used to play with Maria in New York, Maria Schneider in New York, and a lot of other people. But from Eastman. Yes, shame-filled plug. I gotta shout you out, man. You're here live. Hopefully we can do something this year. Now that maybe COVID's in slow remission here, but hopefully one of these days we'll get to do something soon. But anyway, getting back to BJ's question, it's really all about getting, fundamentals together so that you can be free to play whatever it is that you want to be playing, play wherever you want to be playing, with whoever you want to be playing with, so you got to work on those fundamentals. And for me, it's like sound, get that together, and then get your articulation together, because the articulation creates great rhythm. And then the great rhythm allows you to interact with the rhythm section. It allows you to play songs, obviously, and read music and all that. So get a great teacher and put in the time. It takes a long time. Any instrument, trumpet, trombone, piano. Joe Jefferson, my man. That's the size. Yeah, that's right. Look at my horn. It's over here. The size is 525, right? Got to get that 525. 508 and 500, it's too small, man. That's funny. We're talking about trombone bore sizes, and that's your cue to jump off the stream. Super exciting. But what else is coming up? So if you are in the Northeast, feel free to drop in questions at any time. But if you're in the Northeast, I'm playing at the Side Door Jazz Club with my band on October 23rd. So I'm excited about that. If you didn't see it yesterday, I just finally got all the equipment set up in my office here to be able to do live streams playing. So I got some of my students here at UNT to play a couple of my tunes from yesterday. So we're going to start doing that at least once a month. Have a little live stream playing in addition to our weekly Q&A session. So that'll be exciting. Played a couple of my tunes yesterday. So that's exciting. Lots of things coming up. But yeah, October 23rd at the Side Door. That's in Connecticut. Old Lyme, Connecticut. First gig back with my band since, the full band since, 2019 for sure. So that's exciting. It's going to be Jimmy McBride on drums, Dave Barron on the bass, Miki Yamanaka piano, Lucas Pino on tenor, Alex Wintz on guitar, and myself on trombone. So it should be a lot of fun. And I've been writing a lot of music for that band, so we're going to get back in the studio. I got that Chamber Music America grant, so we got to make some music. So I'm looking forward to that. Joe Klein has this question. He says, when people make it into the graduate programs at UNT, what's the big difference between them and those who did not? Well, I can't speak for every area. I can only speak for, the trombone area, and what we're looking for, what I look for, in a graduate student. So for me, a graduate student has to come in with a certain level of understanding already, and they have to have a certain appreciation for jazz music. There was a student visiting yesterday, and we were talking about this exact thing. We have to be on the same page that you want to study jazz and seriously study jazz and be a jazz specialist. That's what I can teach. That's what I am passionate about, and that's what I can do. So if you want to be more of a pop commercial player, maybe this isn't the best situation. So number one, it's are we a good match? Are we going to work on the type of things that you want to work on? Should you come and study with me? First of all, is that going to be a good fit? So that's number one. And I'd imagine that's similar for some of the other studios. But I usually say like, I need someone that I can send as a sub on a gig. Like you don't obviously we don't expect a master's student to be perfect, not at all. But it needs to be somebody that I could send on a sub on a gig. They have to have your fundamentals together. Obviously, we're going to work on things, but and then there's also kind of some intangible things like you're going to be representing the school and me and all of us and our studio, and so out in the world, we want you to be able to make a good impression. So the way you present yourself, the way you talk, the way you interact, all of that stuff to me is a factor in whether or not you should be in the studio, number one, and number two, like be a TA or TF, really to represent the studio in that way as well. So for me, those things are important. And also, at UNT, there's a lot. It's a busy place, so like you have to be okay with that, and you have to be able to manage that. So that might mean being okay with like having a lot to do, having a lot going on. If you're looking for a place to just come and chill, it may not be the best fit. So we want to make sure that you understand like it's a busy place, lots to do. There's concerts here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day of the week there's concerts, and there's multiple rehearsals. We have 9 lab bands. We have all kinds of small groups. I forget exactly how many. I think there's 10 or 12 combos. So there's a lot happening. So you have to be cool with that, and you have to have some kind of teaching experience, right? And whether that's just giving lessons to middle or high school students or beginners, or maybe you have some background in music ed, something like that. But we do need some people in the grad programs at UNT specifically who also can teach, because they teach. My TA Jack Courtwright, he helps run the YouTubes, direct the YouTubes as our jazz trombone ensemble. He helps teach secondary lessons, helps with jazz performance fundamentals, which is one of our freshmen jazz trombone level class, first year, not necessarily freshman, but first year jazz trombone classes. And other ones help with conduct big bands, help with jazz history, all these different kinds of things. So it's not that you have to have extensive experience, but you have to have some kind of experience teach with education. Some good comments coming in on Facebook here. Would you say that Garrett Schmidt is the best lead player you've ever played with, and why not? What's up, Aaron? Hope you're doing well, man. I saw you guys had that bending and breaking show. I wish I could have seen it. I hope it went well. Garrett is a great lead player. Garrett is a great lead player. And Garrett asks, what are some things you concern yourself with when it comes to duo playing, specifically when you aren't playing the melody or soloing? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, nice. If you don't know, check out Aaron Stabell. He has many bands and many projects, but one is called Bending and Breaking. But yeah, they had a reunion. It was a 10-year reunion, something like that, and or longer. I don't remember, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. Garrett's question. I lost here. Okay, so playing duo, not soloing, or playing the melody. Ah, yes. Man, you know what? I love listening to Ambrose and Aaron Parks play duo. There's that record where they're playing duo, to kind of see some of that and hear some of that. But what I think about is what can you add? That's the same question in a lot of contexts that I try. I say this is what I say when these questions come up. But like, what does the music need right now? That's kind of the question. And so sometimes it's nothing, right? And so when you're playing duo, like if the pianist has got it, I guess I'm thinking of piano duo, but like could be any duo, drum duo, bass duo, playing something to support them, so you maybe anything to support them. It could be guide tones, probably not a walking bass line because it kind of sounds cheesy, but it could be whole note lines, half note lines, quarter note lines, a riff if it's a blues, and just getting comfortable trying to add something to the texture. So sometimes like I'll play with a mute, or sometimes I'll put my hand over the bell or something, just to kind of, or play down into the ground so that people know that it's like, it's not about me, like this is their feature, this is that person's feature. I'm not trying to like steal the show or anything like that. I'm just like, this is the thing. So hope that makes sense. so when I'm not blowing, I'm trying to like add something to the texture. And so I guess that's what the answer is really, like texture. What is the texture? Can I add anything to the texture? Should I add anything to the texture? Sometimes the answer is no, and then I don't play anything. Let's see, I see Alex is here, Luis, Brian Scarborough. What's up, Brian? Thanks for joining. Feel free to drop in any of your questions into the comments or into the chat on Instagram. Sure. Maybe one of your students will benefit from from that. Nice. All right. So what did I miss here? Let me scroll back. A lot of people I didn't say hello to. Hello, hello. Just take a quick sip here. Oh, here's a question from BJ. I'll get this question in just a second. Oh, yeah. Also, Buffalo Bills. Yeah. Represent Western New York sometimes. What's up, DJ? They won this weekend. BJ, do you own any custom trombones? Technically, it's not custom. So I guess technically no. I had an Edwards that I played for a while that was quote unquote custom. I went to the factory and they kind of matched it to what I was playing at the time, which was a Yamaha. And it was cool for a while. My first record, the Exposition, was recorded on that Edwards. And then all the records since the Chase, which was 2015, have been on this one. This King 525. It's a 3B plus. Oh, is there no audio? I don't know. Is it back? I don't know. Maybe it just needs to be turned up. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't do anything. Just cut out. Yeah, I don't own any other trombones. I just had the Con 88H, and then I also had a Shires for a little while that was kind of custom, but then I gave it back. So it didn't work out, but I don't know. So I don't have any super custom trombones. We're working on something with Con Selmer, but I don't think he wants me to talk about it. So we'll see. What's up, Anthony? How are you? Thanks for dropping in. Saw you watch the live stream last night as well. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm excited to be able to revisit some music with some of the students here and kind of get them introduced to my music. I realized the other day, here, check this out, man. Like, I was looking, I'll tell you exactly how many charts. Like, I was like, man, do I have so many pieces of music that I've written for my band, but like we never ever play, you know? So I was pulling out, I got these folders also for the band a couple years ago. What's up, John? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, look, okay, 70 charts in the folder. And like, you know, we play maybe 10 gigs a year in a good year. I'm like, man, I got to get this music. It's all organized. Let's just get it together and play. So, I'm glad you thought it was fun yesterday. That's cool. We're gonna do more. So it's gonna be on Mondays, at least once a month on Mondays, and I'll get the schedule out. But around whatever time it was yesterday, 7 Eastern, 6 Eastern, between whenever that was. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. I was looking through the folder. There's just so much music, man. So I'm looking forward to getting back to doing some of that as well. BJ asks, how much would it cost if you were teaching online for like private lessons? So if you want to book a private lesson with me, just go to my website, nickfinzer.store. That goes right to the store. And it says Learn with Nick. You can see all the lesson prices there. You can just get like one or a bundle of like 5 or 10 if that's something you're interested in. So you can check that out. nickfinzer.store is the address for that. What's my favorite warm-up technique? My favorite warm-up technique is to play ballads because, one, it gets you playing music straight away. I find that playing too many warm-up exercises is not super helpful all the time to building your musicianship. It's not super helpful in general for playing music, yeah, because it's just an exercise, right? So I find like playing ballads is a great way, playing them slowly, focusing on sound and smoothness, because then you can play with a lot of musicality. You can think about whatever it is you're working on. If you're working on like quick slide motion or connectivity between partials, you can focus on that with your warm up. So I like to do things like that. Use music, use things that you're working on, find ways to take the pieces you're working on or the songs you're working on and working them into your fundamental routine. You know, for a long time I had like a certain routine, and I would like, this is my routine, and I do it every day. And then other times I am off routine. Like now I'm kind of off routine, and I kind of play whatever I want. That kind of hits on the categories that I think are important for trombone playing, which is sound and articulation and improvisation and technique and flexibility. You know, and my definition of flexibility is like playing what you want to play or what you need to play when you need to play it. So it could be, you know, it could be a lot of things. It's not just lip slurs, for example. But I know you don't play trombone, Anthony, so I don't know if that really helps you. But hey, what are you going to do? What's up, Kono? What's up, Freddie? Marquez? Hope you're all doing good. Oops. Hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully the Instagram audio is working again. But potentially not, because it seems like people are jumping off. But yeah, so that's that. Oh, you play trombone too? Nice. I thought you played piano for some reason. I guess I'm just going crazy. Excellent. Good deal. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to remember what else I was supposed to talk about today. I forgot to. I usually make notes about what I want to talk about. Oh yes, one other thing I wanted to talk about is our 3 sponsors and the prizes that go along with the Jazz Trombone Day on November the 20th. If you want to register, go find the link. Just Google Jazz Trombone Day UNT and you'll find it. And there's a link to register. I'll be sharing it all over, but we want to get everybody registered so we can see how many people are coming, so we can kind of make plans accordingly, in person or online. You know, the stream will be up, but if you pre-register for the stream, we'll be able to kind of get you situated a little sooner. But yeah, our sponsors, we have Con Selmer. Obviously, I play King Trombone, and Con Selmer has graciously become the presenting sponsor for our event. And they're going to provide a King Jazz Trombone for our winner of the competition, the International Jazz Trombone Competition. Our second prize finalist is going to get a custom carbon fiber trombone slide from Butler Trombones. And we have A&R Resonance as our third prize sponsor that got kind of solidified in this last week, so I'm excited to be able to announce that. So there'll be an official announcement video at some point, but I might as well just tell you all, because you're here watching and listening. What's up? See more people joining us on Instagram. So those 3 prizes, and then we have BAC returning as a sponsor, this time in the virtual masterclass realm. A couple of people have said there's no sound on Instagram, so all right, I guess I'm going to shut it down and open it back up on Instagram here. Go live. Let's see. Maybe that fixed it on Instagram. Maybe. Anyway, so we have our BAC. That's what I was talking about. BAC is a virtual guest sponsor. We're going to have 2 great artists of theirs come and talk with us. So what's up, Chuck and Armando? Let me know if the sound is working or not working. If it's not working, then I'm not really sure what's going on. But if it is working, then that's wonderful. But Brett Cohen says, King is king. Yes. Long legacy of great instruments there, that's for sure. And obviously King Con Selmer is our presenting sponsor. So Okay, good. Sound is back on Instagram. I don't know what happened. I didn't touch anything. I didn't even make it. I didn't break it. It just stopped working. I don't know. Okay, so drop in your questions on Instagram if you haven't been able to do so since it wasn't working. But thanks for joining. Thanks for coming back if you were here and then left and came back. But yeah, what else is happening? I'm looking forward to the trombone section from Michael Bublé's band is coming through today. They texted me. I'm going to take one of my students out to see them, so I'm looking forward to seeing them in person. I haven't seen those guys. If you guys know, there's this couple great trombonists in the band, 4 great trombonists in the band. I think it's Nick Vianis. You might have seen, he's got some videos out with Elliot Mason playing Eternal Triangle. That's like the one that people seem to know about. That one with Elliot and Nick Vianis, and then Josh Brown, a great jazz trombone player, and a guy I went to Eastman with, Tim Schneer on trombone, and then a great bass trombonist, Max Seigel. All guys out of New York, and so they're coming through, so we're going to go check that out this evening. What's up, Nyan? Gustavo, hello, thanks for joining. So I'm looking forward to that. And it turns out, we're going so with Anat Cohen, we've had some gigs on the books for a while. They were kind of like, are they happening? Are they not happening? Kind of things. But we did end up going to the Detroit Jazz Festival, and then it did just finally get confirmed last week that we're going to the Angra Jazz Festival in Portugal. So that's in October. So we're there from like the 2nd to the 5th or something. 2nd to the 4th. 5th? No, we're playing on the 4th. So I don't know, something like that. Beginning of October. So if you're in Portugal, you're going to be in. What's up from India? Nice. We're going to be in Portugal, in the Azores, if you happen to be there. But looking forward to that. At the beginning of October, and like I said, my group is heading back to the Side Door Jazz Club in Connecticut, October 23rd. So all those things coming up very soon. And then November, obviously, Jazz Trombone Day. So I'll just keep on plugging that until I can't plug it anymore. But we are looking to have 5 area high schools, jazz trombone sections perhaps, from area high schools come and work with our 1 o'clock lab band trombone section to offer some free clinics. Obviously, the Jazz Trombone Day is free, so anybody can come, but have some clinics for the area high schools if they want to come and get coached. There's for the trombone sections by our 1 o'clock lab band trombone section. So you just have to register. It's all on the website on the form. So we have got slots for 5. So we'll hopefully be able to get five high school trombone sections in here and give them some information. Work with our students. So it'll be super cool. It's just a great chance, for our students to get to interact with the community and people to come in and just hang out. And obviously we're going to be playing with Ido, which is going to be great. Ido Musholem, if you don't know him, plays with the Monkestra out in LA. Wayne Shorter, Herbie Hancock. That's his bio says anyways. But it's going to be awesome. All right, so I'll give people a couple more minutes if they want to drop in any questions. Otherwise, we'll move on with the day, and we'll be back next week at the same time and place. But yeah, so the new time is Tuesdays at 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central for our Ask Nick. I forgot to put up the ask for questions beforehand this time, so I don't have my usual stack of questions that's pre-prepared on my phone. But I'll make sure to try to do that for next week, so people don't have to come up with questions on the spot, and they can ask whatever they're thinking about. So I hope everyone's having a great week, and yeah, man. Oh, somebody's asking. Azores gig is let me see here. The 4th. We play on the 4th, I think. October 4th. Cat's texting me in the middle of the live stream. No, it's all good. All good. Yeah, Angra, I don't know how you say it. Angra Jazz. But yeah, we weren't sure it was happening for the longest time, just because of stuff, all the things that you already know about. But yeah, man, that's what's happening. All right, I'll let everybody go. I hope you have a fantastic week, and thanks for being here, stopping by, hanging out, and we'll be back next week, same time, same place. And watch out for the schedule of some of these live streams, playing stuff. Looking forward to getting back to some of that as well. So have a good rest of your week. Hip bone gigs? I haven't heard. You have to ask Mike. I haven't heard of any. What's up, Scotty? What do you want to ask, Scotty? Oh, I see a question here. Now there's questions. As soon as I'm trying to leave, man. Now everybody wants a question. What do you suggest for increasing slide speed? You got to throw and catch, man. You got to use the fingers. It's all fingers. Like, let's check the angle. So you can see when I'm doing this, I'm throwing and catching. Like, throw, catch. You actually throw it, and throw it as fast as you can, right? If you check out JJ, Slide, Curtis, you can see that that's what they're doing. There's a great video of JJ playing Like Someone in Love live on a TV show in Europe. And you can see his slide technique. And it's super speedy, man. He's throwing and catching. It's killing. So that's how I had to do it. But I had to change my slide technique when I started studying with Steve Teray, because he was talking about the same thing, about getting that throw and catch together, because I did it not that way. I did it like my whole arm, kind of in a classical vein, like whole arm moving around. But that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for speedy, kind of the wrist making this motion, or like a forward motion, rather than not like whatever this is. Some people say to do it this way, like front and back that way, but it's not that. It's this way, like waving sideways. It took me a long time to figure out what he meant. He's like, it's this way, but really you push with the thumb, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. And it helps you. You want to be still really exact with it. You're not just like throwing it around for no reason. You're being really exact. Throw it right to the position, forward, back. But there you go. Fritz, thanks for the question, Fritz. Appreciate that. Slide technique is a big thing, man. It can really inhibit your eighth note flow and your swing. A lot of times when I hear students that are having trouble with like swinging, sometimes it's because they're using so much arm in their slide technique that it's like so intense, like it's not relaxed, man. It's like it needs to flow. And if you don't, if you can't flow, it's not going to swing. If you're like trying too hard, like the same thing happens if like your slide's all gummed up and you're like fighting it. Like there's no way to, get it together. You gotta flow. So throw and catch. There's different ways to practice it, but that's the general idea: is to be really zippy and throw and catch, but not fluid. Like fluid is not what we're looking for. We're still looking for zip, but fingers and flow. But sometimes it's easier. If we were having a lesson, I can be like, no, more this way. Throw it, put it this way, kind of thing. Hope that helps, man. Scotty, you got a question? You're saying you were just here. You got a question before we jump off? I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a second to toss those questions in if you got one. Otherwise we'll sign off. For now. All right. Thanks for being here, everyone. Appreciate you all. I will catch you next week. Same time. Feel free to send me a message if you have a question, and I'll get it on the list for next week. All right. Yes, Jason, John. So I was thinking of somebody else. Yeah, new time, new place, 3 o'clock Eastern, Tuesdays. It's where I can kind of fit it in for now. Maybe it'll move again in the future, but for now, this is the time that I can make work. So I will catch you all very soon.